Thanks, Tanji. Next up, we have Jerry Ling, who's going to tell us about Julia for HEP analysis, speed, elegance, and flexibility.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jerry, and I'm a PhD student at Harvard. This talk is pretty much an elevator pitch about my work in HEP ecosystem in the Julia programming language. Fun fact, by the way, Ju in Jupyter Notebook stands for Julia. Like it's one of the 3 founder languages. Usually I tell people that and they pay way closer attention. So I just want to say that. First off, on development speed, Numba and JAX are the cutting edge technologies in Python that we have. And it's been really cool to see a lot of people here using that already. Here we have 2 snippets side by side just to show you that Julia is fast to read and write, just like a vanilla Python you would expect. As for the runtime speed, we know that when NumPy doesn't fail to compile your code, it's significantly faster than reference Python. Here we see exactly that, but Julia is faster. This even happens often when compared to JAX. So if you're curious, look up discussion 11078 in Google JAX repositories. Another big difference is that Julia will never fail you saying like, can't inference this function because the language is built on Jet. It just fallbacks to dynamism. Now let's look at Julia's performance in the real world. On the left, we have a typical HEP benchmark, shows that Julia rivals the C++ framework and scales with threads. Outside of HEP, people have seen successful in the EHT imaging, and they saw orders of magnitude speed up compared to the traditional C++ package they've been using. It's not because C++ is a slow language. It's because LLVM is better at optimizing code than physicists. And also Moderna uses it for COVID vaccine dosage selection. On the elegance front, Julia has a first-class metaprogramming support, which means that source code of Julia can be represented by just data structure and you can manipulate it. This eliminates many of the languages within language problem. A prime example being like this string-based programming in root we keep seeing. I'm happy to say that as of today, we are at the stage where early adopters and power users can start using Julia in production in HEP analysis. And after filling these domain-specific gaps with the Julia packages, it's usable for a typical workflow shown here. And I'm in the process of translating some of the classical tutorials into pure Julia. Looking forward to that. Finally, looking to near future, I think, especially given what we saw here at IAIFI, I think it's clear that there's a demand for scientists to express ideas directly into performant and differentiable program. So that's pretty much what Julia is designed for. For the HEP, I think with the infrastructure we've built, it's time to start exploring cool ideas on top of it. And I invite you to join us. Thank you.
Jerry. Looks like we all need to look more at Julia.